This is the new Insta360 X5 and this is the GoPro Max. Well, not really, it's a potato. But Insta360 asked me to make a comparison about the GoPro Max to the Insta360 X5. And I just said, guys, listen, there is 0 point because there is no competition. This year, the Insta360 X5 has gone leaps and bounds above even the Insta360 X4 from last year, which was already amazing. And it's been nearly 6 years now since GoPro released the Max. So really, there's no point in making a comparison. And there really is no other comparison to this camera. I've tried other ones like the QCam Ultra and Panox, and nothing really comes close to this at all. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 5 features of this new Insta360 X5 and why the X5 smashes the GoPro Max. Get it? Smashes, mashed potato, smash. Never mind. First thing we're going to talk about is image quality. Image quality is now much improved. Now the X4 from last year was already really good and I can't believe that they've actually improved it, but they have. It's got bigger sensors on here, so you've got a 1/1.2 inch sensor up from 1/2 inch sensor, and that obviously lets in more light, gives you more detail, more clarity, richer colors. Really does look very good. And they're doing something called super sampling, which is basically down sampling from 11K down to 8K. So you've got 8K 30 and the image quality looks so good. Now, last year's X4 was already very good, so I didn't really expect them to improve too much on this, but they have. So it just looks very good, especially in the corners. You can notice the clarity in the corners, you can notice the finer details. It's much improved over last year's model, and compared to the GoPro, night and day. You've got 3 chips inside of this now, so you've got 2 Pro image processing chips which help with that and allow it to give you that better image. It's a big improvement and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Some of the clips I've got from riding the scooter over the last 4 weeks or so, I was like amazed looking at the footage back on the computer and going, wow, that's impressive. And I haven't been able to say that about a 360 camera in the past. So the next feature I want to tell you about is pure video mode, and it is night and day, excuse the pun, compared to the X4 from last year and especially compared to the potato, the GoPro Max. You know what we're talking about. Pure video mode was first introduced on the Ace Pro, and then it was introduced on the Ace Pro 2. It's improved and they've optimized it now for the X5. So you've got really good low light performance now with the X4 in 360 video. You pair that with Instaframe Mode, you pair it with Me Mode, you pair it with the single lens 4K 60. This becomes the most all-round complete camera for all scenarios now, whether it's dark, light, action sports, vlogging, exploring, adventuring, travel. No matter what you're doing with this camera, you've got a setting and a mode for that scenario. It is phenomenal. I took it on a camping trip recently to Snowdonia. The light had faded, the sun had set, and the images that I got out of this in 360 looked exceptional. And that, for me, just makes this more useful as like an everyday camera for every kind of thing, every activity, everywhere I go. This camera now is going to be coming with me. It's phenomenal. So you've got pure video mode, and compared to the potato, GoPro Max, it's just so good. You won't get any kind of usable footage out of a GoPro Max when it comes to low light. Another feature the GoPro Max didn't even think about 7 years ago was the fact that you can record in something called Instaframe Mode. Instaframe Mode simultaneously records a flat video for you in a fixed perspective and 360 video at the same time. So you can, let me just get over this gravel because it's noisy. You probably can't hear me. So in Instaframe Mode, you've got a few options for the flat video. You can change the perspective. I've got selfie mode, and watch this, right? Selfie mode actually tracks me. So I've got it in selfie mode. It just tracks the subject, my face. And this, bear in mind, is a flat video. It's not a 360 video. So this is the flat video in Instaframe Mode, and no matter where I move, the camera will keep me in that perspective. So the perspective of the selfie mode will track me all around. The flat video, so this is not 360. This is the camera tracking me in a flat video mode, which is bonkers. But you've also got other perspectives. You can record front, back, top, bottom, or you can have a custom perspective of whatever you want. There's also a barrel roll and a spin mode you can do by pressing the mini remote whilst you're recording this as well. So not only does the camera record the flat perspective of your choosing, I'm recording selfie mode, but you can choose those other perspectives on a fixed perspective. It records a simultaneous video file in 360 as well. So if you're not happy with the perspective captured from the flat video, you've got a 360 file you can go and edit in the app or the desktop studio afterwards as well. GoPro hasn't got that, and that is such a killer feature with the X5 this year. I'm honestly, although it's only 1080p when it comes to the flat video mode, but this is a mode I'm going to be using all of the time, because if you get the perspective nailed down at the start from what you like, when I've got a riding shot like this, I've got the selfie mode, and that is the only shot I want. So I'm going to be using this all of the time, and if I want to edit a front shot or spin around in post-production, I've got the 360 video to edit in post if I want to. So mate, I'm telling you, it's a sick feature. I can't believe that they've got it in the X5 this year, and something else that GoPro just hasn't got. Let's talk about durability, ruggedness, and overall build quality. Compared to the GoPro Max, night and day. Again, we've had another 4 generations since the GoPro Max was released, so it's just, there's no comparison. And this year, they've added the feature that everybody has been asking for and waiting for from Insta360 since the release of the original camera, and that is replaceable lenses. You've now got the ability, what's going on here? Oh. You've now got the ability to change out the lenses if you scratch them, crack them, drop them, whatever you do. If you damage them in any way, you can buy a kit online now to replace the lenses. And you haven't got that on the GoPro Max because it was designed probably 7 years ago now. So they didn't really think about that. There's no competition. So yeah, replaceable lenses, it's something we've all been waiting for and asking for over the last few years. Now you can do it, you can replace the lenses. Thank you, for God's sake, thank you, Insta360. The main barrier for most people for getting into using a 360 camera was the app, the editing, the post-processing that you need to do after you've shot the footage. Shooting now is easy. Anybody can shoot and just put it on automatic settings in 360, shoot, you'll get some amazing results. But when it comes to editing and sharing your footage, Insta360 have absolutely got the steal, and they've got the app and the desktop studio nailed. There's nothing easier than using the Insta360 app. When it comes to GoPro, they may be releasing a new GoPro Max at the end of the year, but how good is their software going to be? At the moment, it's nowhere near good enough. The same with QCam, the same with Panox. The software was pretty much unusable, very complicated, very choppy, just not very seamless at all, and it made the whole user experience not very pleasant. When it comes to the Insta360 cameras, they have really worked on the software over the last 5 years, and they've just updated the app, make it even simpler for the everyday person. So let me show you around the application. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a full deep dive on the app and the desktop studio, which has been improved as well. But what I'm going to show you here is that the new layout has been changed. You haven't got a circle now on the 360 footage, you've got a full screen picture. That's a new update. And if we click on something here, you can see a few things. So we've got a zoom button right hand bottom there, so you can zoom in and out really easily and change perspective instantly. You can still add keyframes on the left hand side here by just pressing the keyframe. It takes this new page where you can keyframe your footage. If you're an advanced user and you're familiar with keyframes, you can still do that with your footage. But along the bottom, you've got 3 different ways to edit the footage, which is really fast and simple. It's so easy. You can simply press quick, which is where it allows you to use a gyroscope on your phone to record and move it around as you wish. So whatever you move around will be the movements of your video when you come to export it. So you've got that option, easy to do. You've got the editor here, which is simple. You've got frame cut, deep track. So let deep track do it for you. Just simply, if I go to deep track, and it will simply pick up the subject and start tracking the subject, keep me in frame, and you don't need to do anything else. A couple of clicks of a button, it's very, very easy. So I'm going to just cancel that. You've got record again, and you've got a little de-warp button there, which instantly de-warps. Different perspectives here, which are locked on perspectives, which you can change, which is selfie, front facing, or you can customize it. It's so easy. And then on the right hand side, you've simply got AI edit, which basically just lets you click one button and it lets the AI highlight things that it thinks is important from the video that you've recorded and let the computer do it for you. Simple, easy to do. Now you see these buttons on the bottom here. These are perspective buttons where you've got a 360 perspective here where I can drag it around. Then we've got a selfie perspective which just locks onto that perspective and keeps it throughout the video, and then you can export that. Or you've got a front facing perspective which you can change, and then you can go here to change perspective, which is this, which the AI thinks you want it to look at, or you can select the alternative, which is that one as well. So there's so many different things within the application you can do. And then of course you can go to edit. You've still got auto edit, you've still got creative video where you can manually add keyframes, you've got flash cut, you've got the shot lab which is full of different effects you can learn. It's so good, so easy. And then on top of that, if you want to dive deeper into the desktop studio to edit your footage in a higher quality, you can do that as well. I'm going to do a whole other video on that, but the application and the software when it comes from Insta360 is so far ahead of the competition. That's what makes these cameras stand out. It is so easy to do. There's no barrier to shooting 360 anymore. They've made it totally simple for the everyday person. So obviously this video was a little bit of satire, and I'm taking the mickey a little bit out of GoPro. They haven't released an updated 360 camera now for 6 years, and even if they do release the GoPro Max 2 the end of this year in 2025, if they do, then it's still not going to come close to this camera. I'm not sure how they can compete now after Insta360 have been making improvements and refining this camera year in, year out for the last 5 or 6 years. There's just nothing they can do that really can compete with this. The things this has built into this camera, the things you can do with it, just makes this the most complete 360 action camera you can buy on the market at the moment. It's crazy, crazy good. I've made a whole other video about 10 other features that they've introduced this year. I'm gonna be doing other videos as well on other features that other people haven't talked about even, because there's so much packed into this camera, you won't even believe it. So make sure you do subscribe, press the bell so you don't miss those future uploads. I'm gonna be making a lot of content on this camera over the weeks and months to come. Okay, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked my Mickey take of the GoPro Max. And if you like this kind of video, make sure you check out this one over here, and YouTube thinks you might like this one up there. So if you click that video, I'll see you over there. Until next time, bye guys. Love this camera.